Stop.
Yo, I'm Bob. Into Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Going to be unboxing an action figure from the Loyal Subjects line, and it is Bebop. So, yeah, he was one of my favorite hench mutants back in the day. We've already taken a look at Rocksteady. Sadly, I think Bebop just comes with his turtle shell drill. They didn't give him a gun from the cartoon, which makes me sad. Yeah, yep. I don't know if you're able to see him through the tray there, but if I undo the lid here, the lid, it'll spill the figure and all the contents out onto my desk. So I'm gonna pause this like I usually do and break him out of his figure tray, and we'll take a closer look.
Pause video.
Back in the blink of an eye.
Space. Resume.
All right. Here's Bebop out of the packaging. Yeah, so he has his turtle shell drill in his right hand, which he never used in the cartoon. I wish we could have gotten his blaster from the 80s tune. I like the drill for nostalgia purposes. You know, it's supposed to remind you of the Playmates action figure. I get that. He also has his knife. The Playmates action figure came with the knife back in the day. So I do appreciate Loyal Subjects putting that in here with Bebop. He's a little loose in his legs, a little wobbly in the legs. The jacket's cool. I like that he's got the bandolier going across there. He's got some grenades, I think, sculpted onto the jacket. That would be cool if you could actually detach those and he could, hold them in his hands so he could throw them. He's just your ordinary average Bebop with the shades, got the mohawk. I love the mohawk. Got some spikes on one of his jacket sleeves, which I've always liked those spikes there. No piggy tail. I think the Playmates version had a piggy tail, little curly tail. This guy does not have a curly tail. Let's see here.
Stop. Pause video recording. Space. Resume.
All right, so like Rocksteady, Bebop comes with an alternate head, an alternate demutated human head. But he doesn't come with 5-fingered hands. So, I get what Loyal Subject is trying to do here. I like that you can kind of have him demutated. I don't know which hands to use for Bebop if you want to give him a more humanoid look. He has some splayed hands, but they have 4 fingers on them. I like the demutated heads for Bebop and Rocksteady, though. Really reminiscent of the mutating Bebop and Rocksteady from the early 90s. And I think Rocksteady actually had 5-fingered hands, but poor Bebop, he gets the short shrift here.
Stop. Pause video record. Space. Resume.
All right, and he's also got some fisted hands, but they've also got 4 fingers on them. So maybe he lost some fingers in a barroom brawl. I don't know. But yeah, he's got the demutated head. I don't know if I'm going to display him with that because you don't have any 5-fingered hands for this guy. Yeah, you got some fisted hands, though, so that's pretty cool.
Stop. Take. Pause video. Space.
All right, Bebop has his warthog head back on. Warthog boy. He's actually named Mighty Hog when he's a superhero. And he has his garbage can shield. He also has this. So, yeah, I like the amount of hands he comes with. Fisted hands. He's still got a fisted hand on his left side. And he's got weapon holding hands for his shield, his drill, and his knife. So he's got the garbage can shield. He's got the garbage can lid shield in his right hand. So that fits in there pretty well. Although his hands are very, very tight. You're really gonna have to work at them in order to open them. But I mean, they're rubbery, so they will open. They're just really, really tight when you get them out of the packaging. So you might take a hair dryer to them. I didn't. I was just sitting here trying to pry them open. No, my fingers hurt. Bebop, the things I do to review you, man. You're just as much trouble as you were to the turtles in the cartoon, but you and Rocksteady are just so freaking lovable. I can't stay mad at you. Just a cool action figure if you want a Bebop. I would love to track down the NECA versions of Bebop and Rocksteady. I'm sure they have their cartoon accurate blasters and their looks too. I've seen some videos online where people review them, the NECA versions, but I like the Loyal Subjects versions. If you want a Bebop, I mean, he's around 20 or so, maybe 19 or thereabouts. That's as much as I paid for him anyway on Big Bad Toy Store several months ago. He's really loose in his right leg, though. I hope that doesn't come off. I don't think it is. It's just really, really wobbly. But yeah, I mean, if you're wanting something similar to Playmates, and you're not wanting to pay a whole ton for him, I mean, he's a pretty good Bebop. He really brings back Playmates memories with the accessories, especially. And I like that you can have him, you know, wearing a demutated countenance if you want to have him looking more human. I don't know what you're gonna do about the hands, though. So I guess you could have him hiding his hands. I don't know. You can't hide him in his jacket. He can't hide him in his sleeves. But I think he's still a cool figure. I think I give him about a 9.5 out of 10. Just because he's part of the dastardly mutant Dio. The mutant Dio. Dio? Duo! What's a Dio? I'll still publish this review. The dastardly mutant duo of Bebop and Rocksteady. There, my words are emerging properly now. Aha. So this is what filming these things like 4 or 5 days before Christmas has done to me. Ugh. Anyway, that'll do for Bebop's review. And yeah, pretty cool action figure. I'll hear you guys in the next one.
Stop taking